15 years younger. Other than the Bulls, like, what do you have in common?
We have everything in common.
Really?
Well, I've dated guys that were a lot older than me. Scotty is 10 years older than me.
Scotty's 10 years older than you.
Yeah, so I don't really view age as, you know, you're mature, you're not.
She said, what do y'all have in common, ma'am? Not what it was you and Scotty. There was an age difference. Like, people don't listen. They listen to what they want to hear, what they want to respond to, but they don't listen to what the hell you actually said. You got to pay attention.
Immature. I don't feel like that determines if you're mature or not.
Well,
I feel like if you can drink at 21, you can go to war at 18. Like, you know, there's different circumstances that I feel.
When somebody asks you a question and it's like, you know, do you like coffee? You go, I feel like, you know, coffee is good for you. People drink coffee all the time. You are bullshitting. You did not answer that question, ma'am. She said, what do y'all got in common? Now you talking about what you feel like. I feel like what you feel like. Okay, tell us what you feel like you got in common. Like, don't just say some shit. Just answer the question, ma'am. Answer the question. Just answer what I asked. Not whatever you just said. Because you ain't say shit. You ain't say shit. We still trying to figure out why you with the man's son of your ex. And you probably met him when he was like 8 years old. Like, that's the weird part.
Like, age doesn't really determine your level of maturity.
I think the age for most people, if we're being honest, that's secondary. The bigger thing is where you are a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
And you could date anybody you wanted to date. Why would you date Michael Jordan's son knowing that it's been pretty clear that Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan didn't have this relationship people thought, and certainly don't have it now? Scottie has come out publicly and said that this...
Like, you dated Future, who was mad at your child's father for not giving him an autograph or being what he felt disrespectful, and then he started fucking you and then made a song called I Just Fucked Your Bitch in Some Gucci Flip-Flops, and then you started fucking a dude who was married, Malik Beasley, and now he plays on the same team as your son who made it to the NBA, and this is his first year and he on a two-way contract, so he barely play in the NBA, and the dude that you was just fucking, which is kind of his stepdaddy, is on the same team as him. But do you care about the effect of that having on your child? Or do you care, man? Because it don't seem like you care. You're not even acknowledging the fact that you doing any of this stuff. You just trying to omit any of your behavior or the fact that the things you do have an impact on not only you, but your family. Like, the people that love you and care about you. Your son disowned you and said, I don't condone or rock with my mom's behind any of the stuff that she doing. Because I'm going into the NBA draft and she's having sex with dudes that I'm going to be teammates with.
Documentary that was produced by Michael Jordan made him, he says, I was nothing more than a prop. His best teammate of all time. He called me. He couldn't have been more condescending if he tried.
You know, that's, you know, I can't basically explain how someone else feels. That's how Scotty feels. He has a right to the way he feels. Yeah. I personally don't really care about what, you know, other people, how he, you know, I feel like I live.
What she really was saying was, I don't give a fuck about how Scottie Pippen feels. I'm worried about me. It's all about me. I don't give a fuck about how my kids feel. I don't give a fuck about how God feels. I'm going to do what my vagina wants to do. If I want to fuck him, I'm going to fuck his son. If I want to fuck a rapper who makes songs about how they fuck me and tell the world and my baby daddy, I'm going to do that. She don't care. Like, you see how flustered she was by trying to not to say, I don't care. I don't care. She wanted to just say, I don't care. She is benefit. She's getting that money. She's getting that alimony check, and she don't care. She don't care how Scottie Pippen or Scottie Pippen Jr. feels. She is getting her twat worked. She is having sex with Jordan's son. She know Jordan bag is bigger than Scottie bag, so it makes more sense. If Jordan gonna die, who gonna get the money? His sons, his kids. Get some of that bag. That's what she doing. She bag chaser, sack chaser. You can tell a sack chaser by the surgeries they get, nigga.
My truth, I'm happy. I feel like we get along. He's my best friend. And so
Marcus is your best friend.
Yeah, I feel like we have a lot in common.
She still didn't say one thing they got in common.
As I was saying, you could date anybody in the world. But why date Michael Jordan's son?
I didn't plan it like that. It wasn't like it was planned like that. I think we were just together a lot with our friends, and it just so happened. It wasn't like something I planned. you got to remember, like, I feel like for me being, you know, married to someone that was an athlete or whatever, it's really hard. You get scrutinized a lot. People don't think you should have a life once you get divorced. They think once you're divorced, you're like done.
It's not about you getting divorced and people thinking that your life's supposed to be done. It's about you sleeping with your ex-husband's best teammate, most iconic teammate in the world, son, like his child, like his little kid. Like you was there during the three-peat. You was like when Michael, you was there when his kids hugged him after the championship. You was there. Like you remember him as a little boy. It's really giving Tiger Kylie vibes. Like it's really pedophilic.
And I feel like I've overcome so many different obstacles because I feel like I should have love. I should be able to date who I want. I should be able to, like, you know, like live happy and go, you know, just go wherever I want to go and not be judged every time I'm seen with
And
someone.
you should. I'm curious because when you start dating someone,
It's
even if they're
hard.
not-
She feel like a lot of things, Neil. She definitely feels a lot of things, like dick.
To go and not be judged every time I'm seen with
And
someone.
you should. I'm curious because when you start dating someone,
It's
even if they're
hard.
not- it is hard. It's also hard meeting their parents. Have you met Michael Jordan and Juanita Jordan, and what did they say about the relationship?
You know, I don't really, I mean, of course, I recently have met, you know, I've recently been hanging out with them, but I don't really want to talk about them. I feel like it's not about, you know, my.
She feel like again, and I feel like she did not answer that goddamn question. I'm around them a lot, you know. They were like, yeah, we met her in 96. We met her in 94. I remember we used to go kick it. We used to go get tea and, you know, sit in the wife section at the games. Like, you did not answer that question, ma'am. You know the social awkwardness of your relationship, and you just not address. You're like, no, it's not. You know, I'm gonna just act like it's not real, and if I just pretend and go, you know, I don't. You know, I feel like I feel like I feel like I don't give a fuck. Just say that. I feel like I don't give a fuck when nobody think I'm getting this bag with this young nigga and I'm gonna keep getting this bag. Just say the truth. If you just said that, we'd be like, bet. She wild. Bet.
Parents or his parents, they're all happy, our whole family's fine. I feel like it's more about like where I am, where he is. You know, I feel like we're in a great place. We motivate each other. We're really happy being together. And I feel like that's the most important thing.
Well, I agree with that. I agree with that.
I wonder what did she inspire him to do that he wasn't already doing? Because he was already restoring and making sure he carry on the legacy of his father's, you know, journey and all the things that he's done by, you know, getting stores commemorating all the Jordan. He just does a lot with the Jordan brand and keeping it moving forward. Like, what are you adding to that he wasn't already doing since y'all inspiring each other?
And I understand what you're saying because you are your own people. That said, he has a trophy store dedicated to his father.
It's like a
You
sneakerhead.
posted, yeah, sneaker,
Yeah.
But you guys posted a picture with the number 23 behind you. There's only one number 23.
Right.
You know, God bless, he walks around with those great Jordan shoes. That's his dad on there. So he can't run from who he is.
Right.
And when I married my husband, he met my mom. My dad is in heaven, but he met my mom before we got into a full relationship. It's normal for people to ask, how did his mom respond? How did his
They're
dad
fine.
respond?
Everyone's fine.
They're cool with it.
Yeah, everyone. I think like when you're an adult, I think your parents just want to see you happy. You know, my parents want to see me happy. His parents want to see him happy.
So you have their blessing.
Yeah, I feel like we're great. Yeah, I feel like we've spent holidays together and it's good. We're in a great place.
Well, we know what she feel like. We don't know nothing else.